Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you thought you'd seen it all in the world of K-drama stars, think again. Because today's story will leave you speechless. Lee Min-ho, yes. The legend himself did something so unexpected, so deeply moving, that it brought none other than Song Hye Kyo to tears, right on the spot. What did he do? Why did she cry? And why is the entire entertainment industry and millions of fans around the world still talking about this unforgettable moment? Stick around, because in this video, we're going to break down every emotional second of what happened that night, the reason behind it, the hidden meaning behind Lee Min-ho's powerful act, and what it could mean for their relationship moving forward. This isn't just a celebrity gesture. This was raw, real, and beautiful. If you love emotional storytelling and jaw-dropping celebrity moments, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you don't miss the next story that's taking over the world. Let's dive in, because this isn't just a headline. It's a moment that shook hearts. In a moment that left the entertainment world frozen, Lee Min-ho, South Korea's golden actor, known for his composed demeanor and elegant restraint, shattered expectations and did something so bold, so deeply personal, that it made Song Hye Kyo burst into tears right in front of everyone. It all began at what was supposed to be a routine charity gala held in Seoul. The event, organized under the theme, Lights of Hope, brought together A-list stars and philanthropists to raise funds for children's education. Cameras flashed, reporters whispered, and celebrities smiled for the press, all as expected. Until Lee Min-ho took the stage. What followed next no one could have predicted. Lee Min-ho began to speak, not about the charity, nor about his upcoming projects, but about a person who had deeply inspired him over the years. He never mentioned her name at first, but everyone in the room knew exactly who he meant. His voice, steady yet emotional, echoed through the hall as he said, "There is someone here tonight who taught me what true strength looks like. Not the kind you show on screen, but the kind you carry when no one's watching." Song Hye Kyo sat frozen in her seat. Her fingers tightened around her wine glass. She was not prepared for what was coming next. In a move that stunned the audience, Lee Min-ho signaled the orchestra to stop. Then, the lights dimmed. A single spotlight shone behind him, revealing a piano. Yes, a grand piano had been quietly brought onto the stage earlier under the pretense of a performance. Lee Min-ho sat down and played. Not a pre-recorded melody, not a popular K-drama OST, but an original piece. One that he had secretly composed over the course of 6 months. A piece titled "To the One Who Stayed Silent." A composition inspired entirely by Song Hye Kyo's life, struggles, and grace under pressure. As he played, a video began to roll behind him, clips from Song Hye Kyo's early career, her humanitarian work, and her quiet moments caught candidly by those who admired her. There were no flashy headlines, no scandals, just raw, beautiful moments of a woman who had given so much to her art, and so little attention to herself. Song Hye Kyo broke down. Tears streamed down her cheeks as Lee Min-ho continued to play, never once looking at her, never once seeking applause. His focus was pure. This wasn't about performance. This was about recognition, something no one had dared to do publicly for her before. When the final note rang out, the entire room fell into stunned silence. No one clapped. No one moved. It wasn't awkward. It was reverent. A kind of sacred stillness that follows only after something undeniably true has been revealed. Song Hye Kyo stood up, walked to the stage with trembling hands, and in front of everyone, embraced Lee Min-ho. It was not romantic. It was not scripted. It was human. She whispered something into his ear that no microphone picked up, and he nodded, blinking back tears of his own. Then she turned to the audience and said, "No one has ever done that for me. Not in my entire career. Not in my life." The internet exploded within minutes. Fan videos of the moment spread like wildfire across TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. The hashtag Lee Min-ho for Hye Kyo began trending globally. Comment sections were flooded with reactions. "I didn't expect to cry tonight. What a moment. Forget ships. This is love in its purest form. Respect." Only Lee Min-ho could make Song Hye Kyo cry like this. And yet, neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Hye Kyo addressed the media after the event. No press release. No explanation. Just that one unforgettable moment that spoke volumes. But rumors, of course, began to swirl. Was this a confession? Were they closer than anyone thought? Was this the beginning of something deeper? Insiders were quick to note that the two had indeed grown closer over the past year. They had quietly supported each other through career turbulence, personal loss, and long filming schedules. There were even whispers of late-night meetings and shared poetry exchanges, but none of it confirmed. Until now, there had been nothing concrete. But maybe, just maybe, that wasn't the point. Because what Lee Min-ho did wasn't a declaration of romance. It was a declaration of truth. A public, unapologetic celebration of a woman who has, for years, carried the weight of expectation, admiration, and pain without asking for praise. He did what no man before him dared to do. Not as a co-star, not as a lover, but as a fellow artist, as a human being. He saw her, and he made sure the world did too. As fans continue to rewatch the moment again and again, new details emerge. The music sheets found in the background with annotations in Lee Min-ho's own handwriting. The fact that the last note of the song was tuned specifically to the key of You Were There, one of Song Hye Kyo's F. In the days following the unforgettable moment, the world remained suspended in awe. It wasn't just another viral celebrity gesture. It was a cultural reset, an act of rare vulnerability in an industry where perfection is often worn as armor. Song Hye Kyo, known for her poise and elegance, had always been seen as untouchable, a woman of grace, yes, but also of silence. She had endured loss, heartbreak, betrayal, and immense public scrutiny with a stoicism that earned admiration, but often left her isolated. That night, Lee Min-ho cracked the facade, not to expose weakness, but to celebrate strength. And the impact was seismic. Major news outlets called it the most emotionally powerful moment in Korean entertainment history. The New York Times ran a headline: Lee Min-ho played her song, and the world listened. Vogue Korea featured Song Hye Kyo in an impromptu cover spread titled Unveiled. Even international stars like Zendaya and Keira Knightley reportedly sent private messages of admiration. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, industry insiders began to speak. A well-known director revealed that Lee Min-ho had quietly approached Song Hye Kyo's former drama crew, humanitarian colleagues, and even her childhood piano teacher to understand her world more deeply, just to compose the piece that would speak for her when words never could. He didn't do it to impress her. One source shared, he did it because he believed she deserved to be honored for the person she is, not just the role she plays. And while neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Hye Kyo made any public statements, their silence was powerful. In a culture where stars are often forced to clarify, deny, or correct, the absence of commentary said everything. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This wasn't a relationship announcement. This was art. This was soul. Still, rumors continue to spread. Some say they've been dating in secret for over a year. Others claim this was Lee Min-ho's way of finally expressing feelings he's kept hidden since their first collaboration talk that never made it past early planning stages years ago. Fans are already theorizing about coded messages between their past interviews and social media posts. But those closest to them insist that whatever their bond is, it's built on profound respect. A producer who has worked with both actors said it best: love doesn't always need labels. Sometimes, you just know when two people carry each other in their hearts. And perhaps that's what shook fans the most. Not just the piano, not just the tears, not even the embrace, but the realization that in a world of scripted stories, what they witnessed was real. Real emotion, real gratitude, real connection. Song Hye Kyo's team later revealed that after the event, she spent nearly 2 hours alone backstage, quietly crying, not from sadness, but from relief. For the first time in a long time, someone had looked past the spotlight and seen her.